India is a country that's been underneath fire a lot lately. Now, I'll be real, I have nothing against Indians. I have nothing against India, besides the fact that one, I'm never gonna eat any of your disgusting street food, and two, if I hear someone calling me about my credit card or my bank information and they have an Indian accent, I'm hanging up immediately. I've already been the victim of a scam call twice by Indians. I wanted to be a good person. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt, and every single time that I do, I get fucked over. All right? I'm not trusting Indians on the phone. I'm not trusting black people in a Waffle House. It's really that easy. Never again. Why is India like that? All of the rules and explanations.
Seeing the clips, the chaotic streets, open defecation, the Ganges River turned into a floating garbage dump, and a general disregard for public order. These images have sparked intense criticism of Indian culture, especially now, as
Have you seen the motherfuckers who are seasoning their Indian food with their sweat from their armpits? They won't wear gloves. Like, this guy's a rare spawn. The Indians, they won't wear gloves, and they'll season your dish by like putting the condiments on their hand and spreading it on the food. I don't know how anybody's eating this shit.
Indians make up the vast majority of work-related visas.
Don't they have like 1.5 billion people? Where, in India or in Canada?
So why is India like that? Academics love to blame colonialism. It's their favorite excuse for why underdeveloped countries are the way they are.
Yeah, underdeveloped countries, the reason why they're so bad is because of white people. I mean, literally talk to every single country, like outside of America, on why their country's bad, and they'll all tell you the same thing. Oh, it's because of the white people. Oh, obviously. It's obviously not just because you're fucking retarded, right? Oh no, it's because of the whites. Oh, gotcha. White people bad. Oh.
But for once, they actually might be pointing in the right direction.
Okay.
Though not in
there it is. White people bad. There it is. Of course it's the white man's fault. Of course. Not pre-watch, by the way.
The way they think. You see, even before the British, India wasn't independent or united.
Yep.
It was run by the Mughals. And before the Mughals, they were run by the Delhi Sultanate. I am massively oversimplifying, but over the last 1,000 years, India has effectively had no truly united or stable period of self-rule. And even before the Delhi Sultanate, self-rule was mixed, often with foreign invaders taking out huge swaths of the land, like the Macedonians, Persians, Scythians, and the Huns. India was rich in resources, but didn't have the means to adequately defend themselves. Their history is one of being routinely conquered, fragmented, and exploited.
Skill issue, get better.
And it was under such conditions that they developed. This resulted in a unique culture that adapted to survive dealing with powerful foreign and often exploited.
The average Western woman has more grip strength than the average Indian man. Oh my God. Jesus. No, the average Western woman does not have stronger grip strength than the average Indian man. The data consistently shows the opposite. Indian men are stronger on average, though the gap is smaller than in many other male to female populations due to differences in nutrition, body size, occupation, and genetics. Okay, good. Let's keep it accurate, okay? Let's keep it accurate, right? It's the closest marginally, but Indian men are stronger than the average Western woman.
Exploitative bureaucracies. An example of this adaptation.
That study was probably a small sample size. I could not believe that.
Is Jugaad, translated as hack or workaround. Effectively, the principle that being able to get around the rules and take advantage of the system is virtuous. This mindset makes sense under foreign exploitative rule, but it turns disastrous if you're the ones responsible for building and maintaining a high-functioning society.
Of course.
A famous parable of Jugaad was when the British Raj attempted to solve a cobra problem in Indian settlements. In short, Indians were being killed en masse by a massive infestation of cobras. So the British created a program. Anyone who killed a cobra and brought the officials their heads would be rewarded. But those who possessed Jugaad saw an opportunity. They began to breed cobras, raise them, and then killed them for a reward.
Oh my God, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude, does a hard day's work not exist to anybody anymore? That is insane.
When the British saw how the system was being exploited, they ended the rewards.
Yep.
By the time the program ended, the cobra population had greatly increased.
Retards, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Leading to an even bigger cobra problem. In the West, these individuals have been seen with contempt, but in India, they have Jugaad. The societal consequence of Jugaad in situations with self-rule, though,
They're literally just scam maxers. It really is ABC, always be cheating. That is nuts.
is that you can't have social trust.
I would not have redeemed that business method.
If taking advantage of the system is virtuous, then honor systems are impossible.
True.
Because any action that doesn't immediately benefit the one doing it has to be forced,
That's
which
insane.
is inefficient. Which brings me to the next adaptation.
I cannot believe that's an actual thing they go by. That's fucking nuts.
Izzat, which the West translates as honor, but in reality functions more like prestige or social power. Izzat, at its most basic, is how others see you, specifically how important you are. And the biggest marker of importance is that no one can make you do anything. Meanwhile, you were able to make others do them. In the West, we are honor-bound to keep our streets clean and
Of
not
course.
litter.
Absolutely.
But in India, that's a weakness. That's having low izzat, because you're being forced to do something that doesn't directly benefit you, and no one even has to pressure you into it. You just do it yourself.
Publicly defecates, runs through red lights and onto train tracks, doesn't shower, smell is your problem. Sonny son scams you again. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Dude, I went to a card shop, and there's 2 Indians in my circle. I have told them every single time I've seen them, brother, I'm begging you, I got deodorant in my car. Can you put this shit on so I can focus in the game? And they say, no, I like it this way. No, I like it this way. Because like, if I'm the guy where like, if you smell like shit, I'm gonna offer you deodorant. I am. And I actually keep a stick of deodorant in my car for smelly ass fucks, because during a card game, if somebody smells like shit, I can't focus, right? There was this one guy, he was white, and he just didn't know. And I said, hey bro, I got a speed stick in my car. You wanna use this shit? He said, oh yeah, thanks for telling me. Bro, Indians just won't use it, at least the ones that I've talked to. I don't get it, bro. I don't get how you would wanna go outside and smell like shit. This is crazy to me. This is actually crazy to me.
Because of how little izzat you have. This is why they don't have orderly lines in India. Standing patiently in line is low izzat behavior, when you can just push your way through. Jugaad and Izzat worked as survival strategies against foreign occupiers. But now that India is sovereign, these same patterns are holding back the development of high-trust institutions. The bigger question for the West is, do we really want to import this cultural game by mass immigration? I think not, lest we risk the West turning out like India. Deeply rooted cultural adaptations don't change in a generation or 2. India needs time to develop new norms suited to self-rule. Only then could we revisit immigration policy.
I need to look up Jugaad and Izzat, because if this is a real thing, this might be one of the most radicalizing videos I've ever seen. Yes, both Jugaad and Izzat, also spelled Izzat, are very real concepts in Indian culture, especially in North India and among Hindu Urdu-speaking countries. They're not just slang, they're deeply embedded ways of thinking and behaving that shape everyday life, business, family dynamics, and social interactions. Jugaad is a quintessential Indian approach to problem solving. It roughly translates to a clever hack, quick fix, workaround, and improvised solution, making do with limited resources, bending rules if needed. Oh my God. Izzat means honor, dignity, respect, prestige, reputation, particularly the social of a person, or more importantly, their family and as a community. It's often collective. Your actions affect the family's Izzat. Maintaining involves behaving in ways that earn societal approval. Losing Izzat brings deep shame, which can lead to extreme responses in traditional settings. It's tied to reciprocity, helping those who've helped you. So it looks like Jugaad is pretty accurate. Doesn't seem like Izzat is it seems Izzat is actually quite different. Regardless, Jugaad being a thing for sure is deeply unsettling to me. I'd never heard of that before, but maybe that makes sense why there's so many Indian scam call centers.